Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 7th grade concept of equations for geometry concepts. This is standard 7.11c in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 18 of the 2025 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. All right, so we have an isosceles triangle. What does that mean, isosceles? Well, that means that you've got two sides that are the same. One is other, and one way I remember this is we get the SOS inside the isosceles, and it means same, other, and then same. And then we also have the ELE, which sometimes people will remember that as equal, and then long. Could be short, but works with the L, equal. Either way, we need to remember that when we see this word isosceles, that means it's a specific type of triangle, and it's got two sides that are equal, one side that is not. All right, now which one is the 50 degrees? Well, we need to know what makes an isosceles triangle equal. It's not just, or an isosceles triangle and isosceles triangle. It's not simply the lengths of each side and how two of them are the same, but it's also the angle measures. It also has two equal angle measures. And it says each of the other angle measures are x. So if that's the case, one is 50, two are x, then I need to make the two equal angles x. Well, which two are equal? Well, let's look at our two sides that I made equal. All right, I purposely made these two long. These are my two equal sides. And what we know in triangles is that each side corresponds to the angle across from it. So this angle right here corresponds with that side. This angle right here corresponds with that side. The one side that is different, I'll put in blue, is the short one. So here is the short, here is the angle that's different. And they tell us that the angle that's different is 50. So this right here is 50 degrees, which means the other two are going to be x. So let's put x degrees right here, and let's put x degrees right here. So we now know that we've got x degrees, and 50 degrees. We have a nice visual here. We need to find the value of x. Well, what do we know about triangles? Well, we learned in 6th grade that triangle sum theorem, that the angle measures of any triangle equal 180 degrees. And if we ever get stuck with that, we can always just draw a quadrilateral of any kind, cut it in half. So the easiest one to do would be a square or a rectangle because they got those right angles. So that's 90, 180, 270, 360. So if the whole thing is 360, then you cut it in half with a triangle, then you're going to get 180 and 180. That's how we can sometimes remember that. So then I can say these three angles, x plus 50, those are going to equal 180. I could actually combine these two terms. How many x's do I have? I have 2x. Can't combine the 50 because they're not like terms. It was 180. Now I can use my properties of equality to isolate the variable. So I can subtract 50 from both sides, keep it a balanced equation. That's going to give you 0. 2x equals, that's going to give you 130. Now I can divide both sides by 2. That's not going to give you 0 because that would be bad because then anything times 0 is 0. This actually gives you 1. Cancels out, but it gives you 1. 2 divided by 2 is 1. And so 130 divided by 2 is going to equal 65. So it looks like my answer is 65, and let's just double check. 65, 65, 50. That's 10. That's 12. That's another 6. That's 180. So that checks out. All right, so each of these angles are going to be 65 degrees. And that is going to be my answer of A. X equals 65.